catch me. Throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is June 12th, 2019. Shout out to my man Gaston Cruz. Just had him on the show a couple of days ago. Check it out if you missed it. Kicking a session over the last weekend with Gaston. Very good conversation. He sent this song request about 3 weeks ago. He said he wanted to play Kanye West, Keep 'Em High, in tribute to this jump that stayed up. Well, it didn't stay up for long, but we're back up. We're definitely back up. How fitting that we played this today. What's good, people? Hope you guys are doing well today, and welcome to another episode. Today, the curated articles are out of Cointelegraph, Decrypt Media, and Bitcoinist. And the first one out of Cointelegraph is about Nasdaq and CryptoCompare partnering up. I used to use CryptoCompare almost every day back in 2017. This was back when, you needed to check every other minute or every other hour at least. You didn't know if you were going to go from 100,000 there to a million there, or 1,000 there to 100,000 there. The markets were crazy back then. And I actually use CryptoCompare more than any other portfolio management site. I know a lot of people use Blockfolio, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I love CryptoCompare. But they partner with Nasdaq. We'll take a look at the details with that. That's pretty major. Also, Bitfinex, their sister exchange, ETHfinex, just launched a DAO. A decentralized autonomous organization. So that pretty much relinquishes control of the new ETHfinex exchange, the new DEX they're building, out of the hands of Bitfinex, or the parent company. Man, that's one step further towards fully decentralization, and no matter where you are, what government, they can't shut it down. They can't go after a one entity, because it'll be pretty much controlled by thousands of people. So this is what we need to see, and this is how we need to leverage blockchain technology. I love seeing this type of stuff. So we're going to take a look at this, and to take it one step further, I eventually see, and Substratum tried to do this, but I eventually see us actually hosting websites on the blockchain. There have been talks by Dan Limmer about how EOS.io will be able to do that, and it's probably going to be one step closer to doing that with EOS 2.0. But you can essentially host the files on the blockchain. I'm loving it, man. This is going to be great. I'm loving the future that we see, the promising future with blockchain, and this is the stuff we need to pay attention to. Thirdly, we're talking about Visa, and it looks like maybe some bad news for Ripple as Visa enters cross-border payments market using blockchain. So we'll take a look at all three of those articles here in a second. But first, let me give a shout out to Moon Lambo Tees. I got a nice one on today. Check them out. You can save 25% up until Friday. That's when the promo code CryptoBlood25 expires. So make sure you guys jump over there. And also smartcash.cc for the channel sponsorships. Let's take a look at this heat map really quickly. As we can see here, Bitcoin is definitely up today, 3.5%, almost 3.25%. ETH is up 6%. It's rallying pretty strongly today. And also Litecoin is cooling off a little bit, but man, it's been on a tear. Look at that. Just look at that chart from left to right. That is amazing. Ahead of the halving event coming up in about 50 so days. So overall, a green day. So as you guys can see, we have definitely broken above the top side of the channel here. Let's see what happens. This is very bullish news in my opinion. If we can hold this maybe for another 6 to 7 hours, I'll feel comfortable saying that we've got a new low of 8,000. That should be the new area of support. So we'll just kind of keep an eye out on that, but definitely a strong move for Bitcoin, and a strong technical move to the upside for us. So hopefully we can keep that. This area right here, it seems to be an area of resistance, 81.65. But seeing that we've broken out above this channel, to me overrides that area of resistance we're hitting right now. with the 81.45, I should say, area on BitMEX. So let's see what happens. But next target should be to take out 8,600 or somewhere around there, basically the backside of this trend line. We'll see what happens here in the next day or two. All right, let's take a look at that first article out of Cointelegraph. Nasdaq and CryptoCompare Partner on institutional-oriented crypto pricing products. So let's see what's going on with this. The world's second largest stock exchange, Nasdaq, and crypto data provider CryptoCompare have partnered to release a cryptocurrency pricing product targeted at institutional investors. The news was revealed in a press release shared with Cointelegraph on June 11. The new product, dubbed the Nasdaq CryptoCompare Aggregate Crypto Reference Prices, that's a long name, will be made available on Nasdaq-owned platform Quandl, which reportedly provides financial and economic alternative data sets for over 400,000 financial professionals globally. So basically like a competitor to the Bloomberg terminal, it sounds like. The new Nasdaq CryptoCompare pricing product will be based on CryptoCompare's aggregate index datasets, which provide ostensibly minute-by-minute pricing data from those cryptocurrency markets that have the highest liquidity. The product aims to enhance institutional investors' capabilities in the crypto markets across trading strategies, quantitative research, risk modeling, NAV calculations, and backtesting. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for you guys to know that CryptoCompare is now partnering with Nasdaq. The first article that we'll fully review today is out of Decrypt Media. It's about Bitfinex sister exchange wanting to fully decentralize amid regulatory fears. ETHfinex has just launched a DAO relinquishing control to a select group of backers who it hopes will grow to encompass thousands of people. So let's take a look at this. ETHfinex, the sister exchange of troubled crypto exchange Bitfinex, plans to cede operational control to a decentralized autonomous organization built by DAO Stack in an effort to foster decentralized governance, something its co-founder believes will make it harder for regulators to crack down on. This is good news. It's regulatory play, said ETHfinex co-founder. He goes on to say here, we want to test having funding decisions made by a wider group of people, not just our team. The DAO is a cooperative venture fund whose treasury is co-owned by a decentralized network of individuals with access and voting rights over how the money is used. Governance styles vary, with some allowing all to enter and others enforcing restrictions on new members. Goes on to say that ETHfinex's DAO enforces such a restriction, limiting its members. There are so far 23 founding members to holders of ETHfinex's native token, Nectar, active community volunteers, and existing ETHfinex personnel. It does, however, allow anyone to submit a proposal, which, if accepted, will earn them a place in the DAO, according to the blog post. ETHfinex's largest investor is Bitfinex, which recently launched a token, Leo, to restock $850 million in lost capital seized by foreign governments. The problems arose after New York Attorney General Letitia James accused the exchange of having covered up the loss by loaning the money from the reserves of its sister company, Tether, which never disclosed the deal publicly. The trouble at Bitfinex was definitely one of the triggers for the new DAO, said Harbone, the co-founder of ETHfinex, who noted a brief decline in volume from Ethereum-based tokens in the wake of the allegations against the Tether-affiliated exchange. The prospect of relinquishing control to a decentralized board, meaning no single entity would be accountable to law enforcement, appealed. So far, the ETHfinex DAO has been allocated a trial budget of around $5,000, which its members will be able to invest in various projects, but it's still in the learning stages. Harbo says the full DAO, inspired by the 232 member strong DEX DAO, also built by DAO Stack, will come in a few months. Other plans include devising a way for the ETHfinex DAO to interact with other DAOs. Wow, this is good news. What do you guys think about this? Don't you think we should see more and more companies in blockchain do this? If we're going to be talking about decentralization and autonomy and all that, all those buzzwords we love to use, every crypto company should be doing this, should be organizing in a way where they're set up in a DAO. Let me know your thoughts about that. I think this is a great move for ETHfinex, and I hope more companies start to do this as well. Last article for today is out of the Bitcoinist, and it says here, bad news for Ripple as Visa enters cross-border payments market. Let's see what's going on here. Visa has launched a blockchain-based platform for cross-border payments between financial institutions. This sees it entering an increasingly crowded marketplace that Ripple has been trying to carve for itself. It says the payment processing giant Visa launched a business-to-business platform to enhance the efficiency of cross-border transactions for smaller financial institutions. Traditionally, smaller institutions have had to rely on the services of larger intermediary banks, causing potential delays and high fees. Visa B2B Connect, as it's called, is built on the Hyperledger Fabric blockchain software from IBM and Linux. The company developed a blockchain-based solution to increase transparency and traceability, although obviously the platform is not decentralized. B2B Connect facilitates direct bank connections with payment fees indicated up front. It currently has 30 payment corridors, but plans to increase this to 90 by the end of the year. Visa says the B2B Connect transactions will settle quicker in 1 to 2 days. That's not quick. What the hell? Oh my God. It says here, not so swift after all. Perhaps someone should have a word with Visa about those speeds. Yeah, exactly. While 1 to 2 days may be quicker than the original SWIFT system, this has already been superseded by GPI. SWIFT introduced the Global Payment Initiative back in 2017, which processes the majority of payments within 24 hours. I'm thoroughly confused here, Visa. Even SWIFT is looking to further improve GPI with blockchain technology, announcing a partnership with Ripple competitor R3 back in January. I didn't even know about this. So to be honest with you, you guys should be keeping an eye out on R3, because simply put, the groundwork and infrastructure is already there for SWIFT. So if they just enhance SWIFT, then that's going to be the one that is being used by the banks, not a new service like Ripple or even Visa's new proposed service. They're not going to use that. They're going to use SWIFT's new and improved blockchain powered service at the end of the day. So just letting you Ripple people know, you may be able to carve out some lane, but I don't know. The banks, going for the banks, I don't think is going to be one that will last. Because again, remember, they want to have control over everything. They're not going to relinquish any control to a third-party blockchain startup. The article goes on to talk about Ripple and how this may impact them. Of course, Ripple, it says, and its financial army of supporters should be feeling very pleased with itself. After all, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. That's very true. And it has been finding itself flattered rather a lot lately. First came previously blockchain phobic JP Morgan's JPM coin. Although that seems to be purely an internal platform, more recently we saw a consortium of international banks come together to announce the curiously named Finality platform. And now Visa rears its ugly head. It finishes up by saying that Visa's brand and reach could be a deciding factor. Although based on past experience, Visa may make the process more efficient, though its greed is unlikely to pass on any cost benefit to users. Absolutely. They're not going to do that. They're a publicly traded company. They have to make money, and they have to make money more than they did the quarter before. That's how it goes when you're a publicly traded company. You're at the mercy of your stakeholders, your shareholders. So I don't know. We'll see how this plays out, but it definitely looks like Ripple is going to have some challenges ahead of itself. And that's what I said. I'm like, what would make a solution like Ripple not just be replicated by the banks themselves? That's what makes truly decentralized options like Bitcoin. You can't replicate that because it's something that the masses decided to put trust in. You can't really compete against that. Bitcoin is Bitcoin, and a private company can't come up with a new coin saying that, hey, come over here guys, use this, because we already got Bitcoin. There's no need for that. Or there, other decentralized cryptocurrencies. So I don't see the benefit, and over time I think it's just going to be phased out. It'd be like the Netscape of browsers back in the day. I'm talking about Ripple, that is. You guys let me know your thoughts about that, though. We'll love to get your opinion on all of that. Let me give another shout out to my man Gaston Cruz for the song request for today. Kanye West, Keep 'Em High. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to support this channel. Definitely click that bell and share this video, people. That's my 2 Satoshis for June 12th, 2019. I'm out of here. Holla!